Honorable brother from Kazakhstan asked that, could Huzur kindly give us an absolutely precise definition of the Satan, whether it is a life being or it is just human thoughts, and all other details.
On this issue I have spoken before at much greater length, so I should not like to go through all that I have already observed. In brief, I can say that Satan can be considered to be both a form which runs deep in human blood and a form which is an outsider thing. Both these understandings are possible. According to the traditions of Hazrat Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Satan runs in the bloodstream of every human. Asked, also in your bloodstream? The response was, yes, but my Satan has become a Muslim. So that reveals that Satan is that ultimate will hidden within man, we refer to as ego, which constantly advises man to do evil things, or eggs man on to doing evil things. If that ego is killed, that is the submission of that Satan. So in Ahzur sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that ego which ordinarily eggs humans on to doing evil things, that was completely destroyed by Ahzur sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the ego which remained was only that of guiding him onto the path of Allah. You understand? So this is one authentic definition of Satan. The other definitions of Satan could refer to what passed on between Adam and God on the one hand, and Satan and God on the other, at some ancient time. That is, in my opinion, only a parable which means many things, but not a real, literal happening which is being described. But however you take it, one thing is certain, that Satan is personified as a person who challenges God that if he is given opportunity to lead his servants away, he would demonstrate to God that his servants are transferred to Satan and they ultimately become his servants. Now some believe that it is the same inner dispensity of man which has been referred to by the Holy Quran, by the Holy Prophet, which was meant in this anecdote, which was not literal. Some believe that apparently, it seems, there is a third person involved, over and above human beings, and a person who also regenerates and becomes the head of a large progeny of similar Satans. So this is a very complicated and profound affair to exactly analyze and determine the nature of Satan with reference to these verses. But one can agree to the suggestion in generalities that Satan may be an outside force of evil. I personally believe that this outside force of evil is again personified in those humans who oppose the passage of prophethood and who are the most committed enemies of Prophet of Allah. So then they still remain human instead of having a fiery something. But they are categorized as those who refuse to prostrate to Adam, which means those human beings who were born at every instant when Allah appointed someone as His messenger and prophet. There were some who rejected him outright and considered themselves to be of superior origin, of fiery natures, rebellious in character, and considered the Prophet of God as just made of wet soil, wet earth, out of which vegetation sprouts. So they said, we can destroy this thing, no problem for us. We are fiery. And they claim and tell all their followers that this person is just nothing. He will be destroyed during this struggle within your sight. And that is how they mislead a very large number of people away from God. So this is an interpretation, of course, of the same verses. But I do not consider such as definitely wrong who believe some existence of a fiery nature outside the human experience, and which will continue to mislead man till the end of the time. So I hope I have made myself sufficiently clear. Right?